It's like, oh.
Well,
Yeah. Right.
hey,
Hey,
what's going on, everybody?
Sorry.
It's just us. Cody
Yes.
has family visiting, so it's
Pencils
just
down.
pencils down, baby.
There it is.
Here we are. Now it's official. Pencils motherfucking down. We're rambling. That's it. All the fun stuff out the window. It's ramble time.
Yeah.
There's no bullshitting.
No,
now we're
no more
now we're
joking
getting
around.
real.
Seriousness.
No, this is no bullshitting.
We're gonna do
ramble
an
time.
hour and a half on Eternals.
2 hours. 2
2
hours.
hours
It's gonna
on
be longer.
Eternals.
We're gonna do 3 hours.
3
Longer
hours.
than the movie. On how good it was and how we don't fucking understand anyone not liking it.
I don't get the hate.
I don't get it at all.
I don't
the
get
fuck?
it.
What do you?
I don't understand.
There's nothing in it that is like, well, they can't do that. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like we're Superman breaks someone's neck. I can see getting mad there.
Right,
It's not like we're
One, no one knows these characters.
Right. So
most
what are you
of them.
fucking mad about? You never heard of these motherfuckers. You don't. Although, can we talk about how embarrassed Andrea would have been at me? Because I was the only guy. It was pretty sad. But I don't know if you remember when Harry Styles walks out.
Yeah.
I go, Star Fox.
You did yell it in a nearly empty theater, but there were people there.
Star Fox. That's how. No one got that excited at Star Fox. If you did, you're full of shit. Nobody got that excited to see Star Fox and Pip the Troll like I did.
And after you yelled it, there was not a moist vagina in the house.
No, look, I might have.
You dried up all the veg.
I might have taken a little longer to get home than usual that night. Think that scratches off anyone's list is there a guy who happens to currently need to shit into a bag out of his out of a hole in his stomach who also recognized Star Fox and yelled it out? Because that's who I'm looking to fuck tonight. That's who I'm looking.
That's your soulmate. That's your soulmate.
Right?
Not who you're living with now.
That's who I'm trying to get down with. Guys, so when we're fucking, I just want this bag of shit flapping up against me the entire time. Is that guy there? Oh, and he knows Star Fox. Woo!
That's
Woo!
the secret sauce right there.
You saw it happen. Eddie saw it happen.
I was there. I heard it. I heard you yell it.
Colton was disappointed. He wanted to hang out and talk the movie more. And I'm like, sorry, buddy. I got poon to crush, pal. That's what this is happening. But I was so excited when he showed up. I lost my fucking mind. I was so excited.
I didn't know you're such a Star Fox.
I'm a Star Fox and Pip the Troll guy, I guess.
I didn't know you were. Like, I've known you for a long time. I didn't know you were that.
I know. I was really into. I mean, man, what a way to find out.
I've been getting you the wrong gifts this whole time.
Right? I tell you, the biggest squeal I ever had in a movie though was the first Avengers when Thanos is at the end. Yeah. I lost my shit when he to court to chase them as whatever to go after them as to court death, and he just turns and smiles. I was like, "Whoa!"
That's why you're not allowed at the AMC 8 in Burbank, right?
Because you can never go back. Never go back.
You laid on the floor and just started masturbating.
Jacking
off.
Yes. And then I would grab people as they're walking past, going, "Thanos, motherfucker!"
You wouldn't let people out. You were blocking the way.
Right, jerking.
While you were jerking off.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Harvey Keitel, Bad Lieutenant style. Gun in hand and everything. They were, it was.
Now, are you happy with the casting choice of Harry Styles?
I don't mind. Because it's Star Fox.
Yeah.
He's been in 5 comics ever. Who gives a shit? That's what I don't understand. Like, I mean, my goodness. It's now
in the comics, he's a much more imposing figure.
He's a little bit buffer, I guess, than Harry Styles, but not really. I mean, he ain't like Thanos. You know what I mean? In fact, they're
not doing him like Apocalypse in the X-Men movie when what's his face was like 5'9" Apocalypse. It's like,
oh fuck, yeah, nothing. That was. You shouldn't look at Apocalypse like you would a guy at a pickup game going, okay, I'm scoring on this dude. You shouldn't look at Apocalypse and think that.
I can take him.
You
shouldn't look at him and have to look down at him to make eye contact.
What's that, Apocalypse?
Excuse me, Apocalypse? Can you speak up? I can't hear you from down there.
First ever all-powerful mutant. What was that one again? Yeah, that was like no, but he's like Spider-Man built in the comics. Star
Is
Fox.
he? I thought he was a little more buff, but okay.
Not really. He's a little Spider-Man-y, I think. I mean, hey man, I don't want to piss him off. I'll tell you that. I still wouldn't want to piss that guy off.
Brother Thanos, man.
Brother Thanos, his brother. I mean, so like it only better if he pronounced brother like the Steiners and said brother. My brother Thanos.
My brother.
My brother Thanos.
And he starts barking.
Oh. My brother Thanos. My brother.
Tell him, Rick.
Yeah. So, Eddie and I don't get it. We don't get it.
I keep hearing it.
Fuck, we also mad about
no character development. I keep hearing that.
What the fuck? They spent the whole movie as character development.
The whole movie
is showing them back in time why they had to just sit on their hands and how much it drove them. It literally drove Angelina Jolie crazy.
Right.
It drove her insane because the Celestial fucked up and couldn't wipe all of her memories. I thought that was fucking
yeah.
When you realize what's happening with her at the end of the film, at first, like, why the fuck is she going crazy?
She's just this crazy bitch.
And then you realize, oh my God, she knows that they're responsible and she's trying to stop them.
Yeah.
She's like, we can't kill all these people.
Right.
Like, fuck. Like, she went from the chick, I gotta get out of here chick on Airplane.
Right.
To like, wait a minute. Like,
no, she's the fucking hero.
She's the hero of this group.
And the way she took away, and the way she took down the the deviant,
the deviant fucked him up, and
that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
I wanted to see her throw down with Icarus for real,
because
I think she beats him. I think she beats it. Like it. Ooh, man. It here. I'm gonna get real nerdy. Okay. Put here. Hey, all you vaginas out there, get ready. Sorry, can't help you. As you're gonna get wet with this. But
might want to listen to this episode in the bathroom,
in the tub with the get the dildos handy, ladies, because here we go. Can I tell you my one gripe with Lord of the Rings, the movies?
Yes.
Did you ever read the books?
No.
Okay.
I never read the books.
I'm gonna spoil something.
I tried and I could not do it.
Did Tom Bombadil ruin it? Could you not get past him? The guy who sings. Like here, okay, real quick. People were mad that they didn't put him in the movie, Tom Bombadil, but he's basically like the most powerful creature in all of Middle-earth.
Yeah.
And it's early. Okay, remember at the beginning when Frodo and the hobbits are hiding from the ring wraiths on their journey before they meet Aragorn, right? Before they get to that shitty hotel where they're just, the travel lodge of Middle-earth that they meet Aragorn at. We've worked gigs like that. Isn't that the saddest part? That shitty hotel bar.
I've done trouble runs.
We've been there.
Where the room is worse than those rooms.
Worse. And so they hide from the ring race and a tree starts to eat them in the book. And then this guy they hear a voice singing and it gets rid of the tree. And he's a guy named Tom Bombadil, and he's like the friendliest guy. He's banging basically who I think is a metaphor for Mother Nature. That's like his wife. Yeah. And they just live together, and he just rescues the Hobbit. Frodo has the ring on, and he's like, hey, how you doing, man? He sees him play. He's that strong. The ring doesn't if Sauron came to him with the ring on to fuck him up, this dude would just sing a song or something, and Sauron's dead.
Right.
It's just that he's that strong.
Right.
But he's pointless for the movie.
Right. He's too powerful.
Doesn't carry any of the story forward. And in the book, they even say when they gather at the elf hut or the main elf city.
Yeah.
When the Fellowship first unites, and in the book they're like, why don't we just leave it with Tom Bombadil?
Rivendell.
When they're in Rivendell, they're like, why don't we just leave the ring with him? And Gandalf was like, he would forget. Like that buys us 200 years. But he's still going to get it because Tom would just forget about it because it doesn't affect him. And someone else would find it, and we have the same problem.
He's so powerful, it doesn't matter to him.
Yeah, it's so powerful. So they left him out. Good. But anyway, in the books, at the end, I don't know, did you see the extended cuts of the movies?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, remember when the King of the Ring Wraiths, when he flies up and he destroys Gandalf's staff, and it looks like he's about to kill him, and then he leaves, and then the woman kills him because she exploits the no man can kill me. And she's like, well, yeah, good, I'm not a man, fuck you, right?
Right.
I love that part.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was in the book, it's completely different. He flies up to Gandalf, and Gandalf is like, you want some of this? You really want to fuck with me? And he flies away. Like, Gandalf doesn't quite say those words.
Right.
But Gandalf literally is
drop
like...
an F-bomb in Lord of the Rings.
He basically says, well, if it's on, motherfucker, then it's on, G. Well, if it's on, motherfucker... You know, and the guy just is like, I don't want any piece of this, and he flees.
Right.
I know for the movie it's better to have the dramatic purpose of Jesus, no one's going to stop this guy.
Right. But it also shows how powerful Gandalf was.
Shows how powerful Gandalf, the big G. He had stopping him. You know,
Right.
So that was the one thing that disappointed. One thing I didn't like about the extended. I wanted to see that scene where Gandalf was like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. Let's do something. You want to do something? Let's do something.
You want to throw down? Let's throw down.
Let's do. You want to fucking squab? We're going to squab? That's what he says.
Squab.
You want to squab? We're going to squab? We're going to squab. And he gets like, does this. And like they're both right there. Like
they're chesting. They're chesting.
Yeah, chesting. Like,
they're going to throw fists. You want to throw fists? I'll throw fists.
And then he leaves.
Yeah.
That's just saying. But so, all right. Vaginas. There you go. Now you know what to do.
Hit pause. Take care of business. Come back.
I'm sure you can't wait. But
I didn't go at the end of that movie. I was not like, oh, who's this guy? What's his motivation? I didn't feel any of that. I think people went in with the preconceived notion of like, I have to not like this Marvel movie.
Yes, I don't know why they had looked like I can't like it.
I can't for some reason. Maybe it's because it was the director. Maybe it was because no one really truly knew the characters, or maybe because it just didn't have the upbeat, fun tone of Guardians, and it was more of a somber like.
Which was their other. Let's take obscure characters and go with it, and that of course the. But with the music and the colors and stuff, it's like it's easy to just fall into that. But I think people went into this movie like, you know what, I can't like it. If I have to pick a Marvel movie not to like, I'm going to go in and not like this. It's this one. Fuck this one.
Yeah.
I just don't.
For no reason. I really think for no reason.
Like, I don't, like, so I just don't, like, it was a just fresh out of the books superhero team.
Yeah.
The dynamic, the powers.
And the way they told the story going back and forth at different times, that totally worked.
For me, it worked.
It took me a second to get into it, but once I was into it, I was like, this is
really
great. I like what they're doing here. I admit there are moments where I was like, okay, we don't need another sweeping team shot.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
I get that.
But she was good at those. Those are so.
She was, but like I didn't need like 8 team shots. But I get it. But that's
also,
like 5 minutes.
Also, people are like, I just can't believe like Kumail's character just bails. He says, I don't want to fight any of my friends. Like
he said he actually believed in what the Sentinels wanted because
he didn't want to fight his friends.
But he didn't want to fight his friends.
Yeah, that's the Celestials. He was like, out of the Celestials, I'm on their side.
He's like, what they're saying makes sense. We're sacrificing this planet, but it creates billions, trillions more lives by letting the Celestial being born.
So I don't want to get, but I'm
still
friends
not
with you fight guys. My friends. Yeah,
I'm not going to fight you. I don't know what more character development you need.
I love how you have that moment in a big budget superhero movie. A guy who goes, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah,
like that.
Why do I need Camille in the final shot going pew 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 with his little finger lasers?
And I actually liked that. I thought that made sense to do the finger thing. I know.
What's that going to bring to the final battle?
It adds nothing. Like exactly. I think it's more interesting to have a character bail on a final battle, because again, either you're going to complain that it was just like all the others, a big superhero fight, or they do something different, and now you're mad too. It's like, okay, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Then go eat a bag of shit.
People really wanted to go in not liking it.
They wanted to hate it.
They carried that in.
Yes, it was. And
the way I went into Justice League, I wanted to not like that movie,
and did it deliver. Boy did it deliver on that promise. And I know people were kind of making fun of. I thought that was. What's any different than a guy doing that and a laser beam coming out?
But you saw him do that, and then you saw him merely charge up a big ball and take the head off a deviant, which was cool. He does
both. Yeah, he does. He has two. I like that he has two attack little choices.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't. Look at this.
I'm going to go see it again just to piss people off.
Fuck them. 14 minutes and 51 seconds. There's no music to hit. But I'm going to sing, Eddie. Is that all right?
I'll sing it. Yeah, let him have it. Let him
if
have
you
it.
know the words, sing along.
I'll try.
I know you need a friend, someone you can talk to, who will understand what you're going through. You know this one, right? When it comes to love,
I don't know the words.
There's no easy answer. Only you can say what you're gonna. The hook is the beginning, the saxophone. Right? Da 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 da. When you remember those nights in his arms, you know you gotta make up your mind. Here's the money shot. Are you gonna stay with the one who loves you, or are you going back to the one you love? Someone's gonna cry when they know they've lost you. Someone's gonna thank the stars above. Then you, Glenn motherfucking Fry. That might be my favorite solo Eagles number, Eddie. But it's kind of easy. You have two guys to choose from as far as favorite solo Eagles.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. Flip a coin.
Because, Joe Walsh did all of his good shit before he was an Eagle.
Yeah.
So post-Eagles solo songs, it's either Glenn Fry or Don Henley who you're going to pick. But I think my pick is the one you love, or Dirty Laundry by Henley. I don't know, Eddie.
I don't
are you, when it comes to Glenn Fry, are you The Heat Is On, or are you Miami Vice? You belong to the city.
Heat is on.
Heat is on. You go Heat is on over You Belong to the City.
Yeah, because I think I'm a Beverly Hills Cop fan.
That was great. Oh, fucking great. Let's get to emails, by the way. From 2 months ago or a month and a half ago.
It's been a minute.
It's been maybe 2 weeks? We've taken 2 weeks off, or
2 or 3 weeks. Maybe it was
2 or 3.
No, it was 2. I think it was 2.
It was just 2. Wasn't too bad, I don't think. Let's see if we have any new ratings or reviews. Should I check that? I should have done that before we hit record.
Probably.
But
I doubt it, though.
We have a new one. 128. We were at 127. We are now at 128, baby.
Okay, what is it?
That's it. Just a 5-star. No,
there's no positive text review?
No new positive. We still have Chase James from September 1st. Or James Chase. How you ever want to do it. But yes, so email us, ramble@theramblepod.com, Twitter @podcastramble1, Instagram @podcastramble.
Do it.
By the way, I've never taken this I beat this fucking game, Cuphead. It's hard as fucking shit. I finished it. I'm never taking this fucking hat off now.
You should get your surgery with that hat on.
I'm doing it. Like, if I can beat this, all right? If I can pass Cuphead, come on. Cancer? Come on.
Cancer.
If I just beat Cuphead, for fuck's sakes. It's one of those.
Why don't you just tell your doctor, go, hey, I don't believe in the science. I beat Cuphead. So.
Right. I did my own research by beating
I did my
Cuphead.
own research on ass cancer, and
Cuphead.
I think I beat it.
By passing Cuphead. So there you go. Todd Chisholm, hey Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. So like Eddie said in the last episode, unfortunately I had to step away from this year's Halloween event that I was working in the middle of the run due to some unfortunate circumstances in the way that we were being treated, especially my wife. So we had to resign a couple of weeks ago, which is not easy because of all the hard work that I put into it, along with my wife.
Yeah, they love
and the
that
others.
stuff, man.
That sucks, man. Fuck those people. Fuck those fuck them for running Todd and his wife away. Well, just put it this way. Harassment is never an acceptable form of a work environment, but at least it gives us more time to go check out other people's events now and get started more on my ghost hunting so I can get you guys proof, LOL. And Eddie, you have an open invitation if you want to go next month. We go back to the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. Anyway, here's my contributions. Thank you for that, Todd. We'll, of course, get to your contributions in a moment. This is, again, a few weeks ago before the Cowboys shat the bed against the Broncos. Ooh. But Dustin Jacobs says, you want to talk about a great team song? I would listen to my friends when they played Tecmo Bowl. Honestly, I think the Cowboys with a healthy Dak goes to the Super Bowl this year, and Dak wins the MVP. He's not – I mean, I think a healthy Dak is key. If he gets hurt again, they're fucked.
He doesn't look right, though. After that Broncos game, he didn't look right in that Broncos game.
I just hope that was some weird form of he hasn't played in 3 weeks.
But if he's got like a bad calf, that can linger all year.
That's not good.
And your legs aren't right. Good. You're not going to throw right.
And that's what happened. He was missing everybody. Like he was. If he missed a fuck ton of wide open dudes.
Because you can't play through a strain. I mean, you don't have the power.
Right. So It's going to be a big if. That's why, I don't think that game was like they suddenly just sucked. I think either Dak was still hurt or was just out of sync. You know what I mean?
True. I think they're somewhere between that Broncos game and then how they were rolling, because they were rolling with 3 and 4 turnovers a game, and that doesn't last all season.
You can't do that. That's too hard to create. So, and I also think the defense. Here's what happens when you're a young team and you're playing really well. I think you start believing all the hype.
Yeah.
And once you do that, you're like, oh, please, the Broncos. And then, okay, well, that's what happens when you sleep on an NFL team. Doesn't matter how bad the NFL team is. If you look at the Bills, you sleep on Jacksonville, they'll fucking beat you. That's what happens.
And turnovers come in bunches. You get a bunch of them for 8 games in a row, and then you won't get one for 3 games.
Right. You miss them. You don't get shit. Trent Unruh says, hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody, been a long time since I've actually participated in Ramble, but being that I'm the Ramble's official Bond expert, I feel it's my duty to provide input in this episode. Fuck yeah, Graham and Faye. Greetings to the Great White North, fellow Ramblers. It was certainly the height of my week with a surprise return of Roach's Ramble. However, I was puzzled when I didn't hear my submissions. Well, apparently I was going to tweak my email a pinch more, and it was still sitting in my email drafts, and I forgot to actually send it. I guess I'll chalk it up to day baseball or something. On the plus side, it's damn fine to see the crew back together and to see Jerry is still kicking cancer's arse. Thank you. Hashtag fight Jerry fight. I appreciate it, man. It's almost done. Knock on wood. This could be the last one here. This could be.
We're seeing light at the end of the tunnel.
There is light of my asshole. Light at the end of that rectal
light
tunnel.
going into your asshole.
Light in that rectal tunnel. You know what's gonna be miserable, Eddie? Is Thursday. Tomorrow. I'm gonna have to be on
you're doing all
fucking to clean out the colon shit.
But it's not gonna come out of your butt though. It's gonna go into the bag.
Out of the little bag.
So it's not gonna be like you're running to the toilet, right? You're just gonna be sitting there.
Which is why I don't want to go see Eternals with you then, because it's like, hey, sorry guys, because my fear is it's so much that it just starts pouring out of the sides of the bag, and I'm like, this is not good. Someone made a duty.
Yeah, because we're going to go see Eternals again on Thursday. I'm going to take Colton to see it again on Thursday.
Hope you enjoy how bad of a movie it is the second time.
I just wonder, I don't understand any of these characters.
Right. One of them's fast, one of them's funny. What's there to understand?
They've been around forever. I don't understand.
God.
What do you... I don't know.
Colin Maggs. Hey, Magsies. Hey, guys, hope you're all well. Max, it was great to have you back with great news of Jerry's surgery success. Now just blast out of that ass cancer. We can say goodbye to Sergeant Shitstack and back to fully evil commish Jerry. Thank you. Yeah. By the way, Cody seems to do a great impression of the Grange Hill Kids every time you guys sing. My submissions this week are, then I get to those later. Jeremy Bienvenu, I've missed this. Oh, he's got some splaining to do on this one, Eddie.
What happened?
I've missed the submission deadline by an hour and change, so I give you permission to say fuck this Rambler for not following directions. Sorry. Okay. He says. Okay. So the Vanilla Ice thing. In 2001, I was at FYE looking for CDs and came across a Vanilla Ice CD that was new. I didn't know he was still making music, and curiosity got the best out of me, so I bought it. The first half was new metal. The second half was rap. I actually really dug it. New metal. So I became a fan. To answer Eddie's question, yes, I'm that guy wishing he'd play his deep cuts, but his shows are the exact same every time. Same song, same order. Plays an extremely shitty remix version of Ninja Rap that sounds nothing like the original, then brings women and children onto the stage to dance to them while playing some shitty techno EDM type music that he's been calling a new song for years. He recycles lyrics and has used the same verse in 3 different songs on 3 different albums. It's dumb, but you can't help what you like, and I still dig Ice Ice Baby, so I'll go to his show when he plays around here. It's nostalgia overload, which I love. I fully admit that I enjoy bad music. I'm a Limp Bizkit fan too, but like I said, you can't help what you like. I hope that answered your talk about stepping up to the plate. Yeah, and just there it is,
bearing his soul to everybody,
bearing his soul to us all. Thank you.
You like what you like, man. You like what you like.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Nope. Listener hat. I can fuck the singing. We've sung enough. We'll take a break. Todd Chisholm, this Hall of Fame hat. He says Sir Sean Connery. How could it be anything but him? He's truly a legend. Dustin Jacobs, the American Dream, Hall of Fame Bond actor. I love Daniel Craig's take on the character, but it's got to be Sean Connery. Human take. I love Daniel Craig's human take on the character. Trent Unruh. Oh, man, this is tough because everyone has a favorite Bond for various reasons. If we were to pick... I never knew this because I've never read the books. This is fascinating. If we were to pick solely off the accuracy to Ian Fleming's books, then it's Timothy Dalton. If you like abusing women and playing golf, then Sean Connery is your man. However, subjectively speaking, it's got to be Daniel Craig. He became my favorite Bond during the parkour chase in Casino Royale, when rather than going over the wall in the construction zone, he fucking just burst through it. His mixture of intensity, subtle comedy, and vulnerability throughout his tenure as Bond has made him the best developed on-screen representation of James Bond, period. Graham and Faye spitballing here on this one. The Hall of Fame hat for my favorite should go to Sean Connery, but being a child of the 70s, 80s, but my first real Bond for me was Roger Moore. After being indoctrinated via CBS Saturday Night Movie as a kid, how the hell could my 8-year-old self not look away from something as awesome as Moonraker on the boob tube? Hell, I still remember some of my most coveted Hot Wheels to play with. In the same time frame was the Corgi Octopussy Acro Jet Set, which would team up with Kit, the Generally, and Airwolf. My hero team was unstoppable. Colin Mags. Hall of Fame, Roger Moore, not the best Bond or even the best group of films, but he was my Bond growing up, and always seemed to have fun doing it. In the films always had a good mix of humor, action, etc. Jeremy Bienvenu, Sean Connery, simply because I'm going through Bond movies for the first time, and I just finished Thunderball. So Connery is the only Bond I've seen except for Brosnan and Goldeneye as a kid of playing the N64, but I don't really remember the movie. Wildcat 626, am I too late for Bond? Squeeze me in any way, and I won't tell. Fuck the Ramblers. Hat.
Wow.
Look at this. This is twice. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Timothy goddamn Dalton. He's the only one I ever believed could kill someone. He tried to be faithful to the original literature. This is amazing. I got to read these books.
I guess so.
Dalton
I didn't
was
know.
the one who crushed it the whole time.
Because I just can't. Every time I think of Timothy Dalton, now I think of that movie with what's her face in it that you showed me. What's that? Sextet.
Love will keep us together. Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
Oh, I'm a pole vaulter. Aren't we all? Oh, aren't we all?
Whatever.
You think, is there an 80% chance she died like 14 times and they just like defibrillated her back to life?
Oh yeah, they just load her. They had a car battery on set. And they would just hook her up to the car battery. Whatever.
And then she would just,
She just, whatever.
Whatever.
Timothy Dalton was just trying to act like. Might be the best acting performance he's ever done in that film.
To put it together and pretend like he wanted to fuck this 95-year-old chick.
That's better than any Bond acting he ever did. For sure.
Oh,
he had to act like he had the hots for this 95-year-old. Barely alive. Whatever.
Oh, fuck. Whatever.
What's the name?
Sextet. It's on Amazon Prime. If you could watch it on Amazon
All the
Prime.
Ramblers need to watch it.
Oh, it's that girl. What? Mae West. The one that Janet Jackson would impersonate when her and Michael Jackson would do sketches. Remember that?
Whatever.
Oh, come over here, big boy. And all that shit. That was Mae West. That was her.
This was decades past her heyday.
Way.
Maybe even a century past her heyday. That's... You want to see Timothy Dalton do some acting.
Woo.
What's...
Woo. Boy, did he I don't know how he did it, but boy, did he ever do it.
I couldn't have done it.
She's just sitting there shitting her pants in every scene, and he's like, oh, my love. Another...
She's like drooling out of the side, just fucking filling up her fucking diaper, just whatever.
She just starts
and he's
crying.
got to act like he wants to bone her.
She starts weeping, calling him her grandson's name. She's trying to hug him. He's like, all right, here we go.
Look.
Fuck. By the way, The Onion knocked it out of the park. Picture of Aaron Rodgers, quote, I'm not old enough to get the shot yet. Maybe in kindergarten, though. Headline, defiant Aaron Rodgers says he can't get vaccinated because he's only 4 years old. Fucking great. God, what a piece of shit that guy turned out to be, huh?
Yeah.
Man. Oh, boy. So, let's see. Where we leave off at with... Oh, so mine, Eddie.
Yes.
I think you and I have the same one.
Probably.
I had to go big Roger Dodger Moore. That's who I had to go Roger the Dodger Moore. That's who I had to do.
I've seen not all the Bond films. I've seen most of them. I've seen everyone play Bond.
Right.
I've seen all the actors that have played Bond. I've seen at least one of the movies. And my favorite was it because his movies were just had that level of. They just had that level of fun to it, where it's like, oh, this is a fun spy movie.
And it wasn't as Because there's a reason everyone parodies the Connery ones with like sharks with lasers on them and stuff like that. They were that fucking stupid. But I'm sure I'm going to get some hate for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
But they were that fucking dumb. But how dare we have someone with super speed and they have a deaf superhero in the Eternals? But Connery's my favorite. Hey, he is the best Bond movies. There we go.
The guy throws a hat and kills people.
But all right, but we're supposed to believe that Angelina Jolie just goes crazy. Okay. Anyway,
but I appreciate the Daniel Craig Bonds for being a different type of Bond film. But at the same time, I never, as good as some of them were, I never like had fun watching them.
Yes, 1,000%.
I enjoyed them. I didn't have fun watching them.
These were like, you felt like it was like the Craig Bond movies felt like that referee who was just ready to throw a celebration penalty. You know what I mean? Just got the flag ready. Like, no, fuck that. They're having
calm down.
They're having too much fucking fun over there.
Yep.
Fuck those guys. Still like all the movies, but yeah, there you go. Ramble 297. This is supposed to be closer to Halloween, but I'm still gonna do it. Horror movie character, Eddie.
Okay.
Out of all the main horror movie characters, who's on the Hall of Fame hat?
Okay.
Is it
Slasher
Jason?
films?
All of them. Is it Jason? Is it Freddy? Is it Michael Myers? Is it the kid from The Omen?
Norman Bates.
Come on. That's a good one, right?
Yeah. Chucky.
We're still in the spooky time of year.
Kinda.
I think this holds, you know?
This holds. Why not?
It's cold out. It's dark out sooner. Come on. Listener,
depressing.
Right, it's depressing. Listener, open, close, encore. We're doing the open Bond soundtrack songs. Open, close, encore. Todd Chisholm. He says Live and Let Die is what you open with. Okay. Then you close with Garbage, doing The World Is Not Enough. Then you encore with Duran Duran, Dance Into the Fire, View to a Kill.
Yeah.
Dustin Jacobs, The American Dream. This is super difficult. Diamonds Are Forever, you open. You close with When You Were Young and Your Heart, Live and Let Die. Encore, same as Todd Chisholm, A View to a Kill. This would be an amazing concert, top to bottom, painful choices. Trent Unruh, you open with Paul McCartney playing Live and Let Die. You close with Adele, Skyfall. Then you encore with the greatest Bond song of all, Duran Duran, A View to a Fucking Kill. Graham and Faye, you open with the Chris Cornell Casino Royale song, think You Know My Name or You Know My Name. You duet. The closer is Skyfall with Adele, Tina Turner's Goldeneye. You encore. But look at a lot of Duran Duran View to the Kill encores. The lights dim. The band begins to walk off. Suddenly, Axl Rose jumps on stage, grabs the mics, and you hear the unmistakable guitar strums. Bam! From out of the shadows comes Paul McCartney with a smoking Walter PPK bonus, Live and Let Die with Axl Rose and McCartney. A little Guns N' Roses Paul McCartney duet. I'm down with that. Colin Mags. You open A View to a Kill, close with Nobody Does It Better. The great, what's her face? Shit, I'm blanking. Come on.
Cher.
Carly Simon. Then you encore with Goldfinger. Jeremy Bienvenu, since I can only do the Bond movies I've seen, I'm pretty limited. Open with the James Bond theme, close with Thunderball, encore with Goldfinger. Wildcat 626, Casino Royale's You Know My Name, but with Chris Cornell being gone, his old Temple the Dog co-frontman Eddie Vedder rocks that shit for his old friend.
Okay, nice.
You closed with The Spy Who Loved Me, Nobody Does It Better by the incomparable, Jesus Christ, Wildcat. Horse-faced yet hot Carly Simon. Encore, You Only Live Twice, main title by Nancy Sinatra. Yes, she's still alive and 81 years old, so we're going to send out Billie Eilish for their duet and Catch Her If She Stumbles. Fight, Jerry, Fight. Thank you. And fuck the Detroit Lions and any rambling fuck that likes them. They can fuck themselves going for a field goal just to fuck over the underline instead of a fan service. Go for the miracle win today was the most egregious thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Wildcat. You know what? I know it's a couple of weeks old. I bet Wildcat's still pissed about that, though. So I think
I absolutely know he's still pissed about that.
Love you, Jerry. Love you, Eddie. Hi, Cody. Love you too, man. Wow. Shots fired. So I went a little different. I open with Adele, Skyfall. Just come on. The thing goes black. This is the end. You know, come on.
Yes.
I like hers because it's like a throwback because it has the Bond theme in it. It's great. I close with what's her face's Duran Duran, View to a Kill, and then you got to it's a fucking Beatle. Paul McCartney comes out, Live and Let Die.
See, I open Live and Let Die.
Woo!
I have your same songs, but in different orders. I Live and Let Die. Then Adele comes in to close.
Nice.
And then encore is Duran Duran, View to a Kill.
Did you ever hear the story about how Duran Duran got that gig?
No.
Kind of a shot. Took a shot at AHA, I think, who had done the Living. No, they already done. No, AHA wasn't up yet.
No.
They did Living Daylights, which is Timothy Dalton.
Yeah. That was the next one, right?
Yes, I believe.
They were right after.
Right at the follow Duran Duran. Living Daylights ain't a bad song, though. AHA did all right.
Yeah.
But apparently the bass player, I forgot his name, the Duran Duran, not LeBon, but the other one that all the chicks like, Taylor, I think. He went out, he was just at a bar in England, and he saw like one of the main Bond producers. And he said, "Hey, you ever going to let a good band do one of your Bond songs?"
Wow.
Yeah. And that's how they got the gig. And boom.
Nice.
The only Bond song to go #1. How about that? Huh?
How about that?
Look at that. Reading and gaming. Todd Chisholm, books and games. Right now I'm not really playing games. I'm reading a book of haunted places, California, because now that I'm not scaring, I'm trying to get scared by looking for shit. Yes, something may be silly, but it's something that me and the wife enjoy doing together. Okay, can we talk about this real quick?
Sure.
First off, what was cool is I spent Halloween with Andrea's folks. Her and I went down to see her parents.
Right.
And in their neighborhood, someone had just gutted like 20% of their house and turned it into a haunted house. It was awesome.
That's cool.
For free. You just walk through, and they did a great job. It was fucking awesome. I think that would be so much fun to do. But let's get real here. Mm-hmm. You and I are both fascinated with if ghosts are real or not.
Absolutely.
We both don't believe, but we want to see it. Is that kind of what you think?
don't believe, but I want to see it, yes.
But exactly. Do you? But what if we're spending the night?
As soon as I see it, I'm like, I wish I hadn't seen that.
Are you gone? Like, let's say we...
Absolutely gone.
Let's say okay, would you make a road trip to the hotel that inspired The Shining, that one in Colorado?
Tracy stayed there.
Did anything happen?
No.
Wow.
She didn't see anything. She stayed there once.
Was there a vibe? Nothing? Did she say?
She had never seen The Shining. When she stayed there. She was in high school, I think. She was in high school.
Oh, okay. All right.
And she had never seen it. She didn't know until after they had left that was the hotel from The Shining.
What happens if like you're there and some of the furniture just flies across the room? Do you immediately check out even if it's 2 a.m? Are you gone? Are you like, I'm not staying here the rest of the night?
Stay there. I don't think I could stay there.
That'd be scary.
Like I've gone to the Comedy Store before just to hang out late night, just to see just to get a feeling or anything, and I've never gotten anything.
The only thing that I ever saw at the store was one time I was walking past the stairs to go to the belly room.
Yeah.
And I saw what looked like a trench coat that a guy, like someone who turned kind of quickly, because you know the stairs have that little turn thing, right?
Yeah.
Turned quickly to go into the door, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I thought, "Oh, there's a show going on." Yeah. So I was like, "Well, let me go." I had like maybe 20 minutes till my spot or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, because I was doing a friends and family spot in the OR.
Yeah.
And so I went upstairs to go see what was happening in the belly room, and
there was nothing up there.
Locked door, everything was off, and I'm like, okay, just gonna go back down. Just gonna, all right.
But then again, do you think is that your mind playing tricks on you?
Maybe.
Did you really see something?
I wasn't thinking I want to see a ghost. I was just gonna go to the OR and to the main room and see how the show was going. I wasn't like, oh, let's go ghost hunting. You know,
right?
It was out of the corner. It could be anything out of the corner of your fucking eye. You know. And I've told you guys my Tribble Run ghost story. I think with the door.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fucking. But you have nowhere to go. It's a blizzard. You just stop. What am I? Let me go to another room and this fucking thing's just gonna follow me.
It's like The Thing. You're trapped.
Right, you're just fucking just sitting there like fucking McCready and Giles.
Like you and Wilford Brimley just hanging out.
I'll kill you. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I don't know. It's fucking that. So what would you do are you out immediately?
Like when I was in Atlanta last week for a couple days, and I was put up in this Airbnb in this old ass Georgia house. It'd been sectioned off into 4 different like apartments.
There's some Colonel Sanders type shit.
This house had to be over 100 years old. Years old. Wow. And so I look at it. It looks run down from the outside. I'm like, there's no way this is where I must have the wrong address.
Yeah.
And so I finally go and I'm like, oh no, this is apartment B here, and the code works. So I went upstairs, like creaky stairs, and just everything was like, the door frames are really small because people were smaller in the 1800s or whatever. So I like, this is where I'm staying for 3 nights, and I'm like, shit.
Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
You were the only guy at the Airbnb.
First night, I was the only person there, and then the other 2 nights, more people came into the other apartment. So there's 4 rooms.
Fuck.
The first
Do you have
night,
your own bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It was like a big room. Like I had my own room, my own dining room, my own kitchen. It was a big, because it's a big old house.
Right.
And the first night, I'm like, I'm the only person in this massive, massive house.
So the person who ran the Airbnb didn't stay there?
No. It was just 4 empty, sectioned off parts of this house.
Stop.
It was creepy as fuck. And I'm like, I'm going to see something tonight.
Yes.
And like, I just sat there. I would sit there in the dark, just looking and listening, and nothing. For hours.
Did you have a plan if you heard something?
I was going to leave and get a hotel. Wow. But I was like, I didn't hear any. And then the next 2 nights, the other people came into the other rooms, and you could hear them moving around. So it was like, but the first night, it was just me and this big ass.
What if you find out now that they're like, oh, what do you mean? No one stayed there.
Nobody there.
You were there by yourself the whole time.
So that ghost had a white Acura in the parking lot. But yeah,
I'd be terrified of just right when you get comfortable, right as you're falling asleep, some 5-year-old kid just comes out of the closet like, "Where's my mama?" And you're like, "Oh," like dressed.
Well, like I was like, this
1800s Little House on the Prairie shit.
The one part that got creepy is this house had to be built in I would say like during slave times. I'm like that's how old.
Yikes!
I figured this house was, and we're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so like I'm laying in bed, I'm like, oh, what's on? I'll just put on Netflix, and I was like, I haven't seen Django Unchained in a while. So I start watching.
You're trying to fucking taunt him.
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just like I haven't seen that in a while. I want to see that again. So I start watching Django Unchained, and like 30 minutes in, I'm like, why am I watching
this? I'm just taunting whatever slave owner lived here.
Whatever slave probably was murdered in the back is now like. I'm like, what the? Because I don't know if maybe because I was in the room and that's why I wanted to watch that movie.
Right. I bet it was.
Because I never even thought about that movie. I'd seen it years ago, and I was like, oh, I hadn't seen that in a while. And I started watching. I'm like, and then like 30 minutes, I'm like, why am I watching this movie here? That was a little weird.
That's weird.
But then I turned it off after. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it on Step Brothers.
Right. Much better.
It's much better. Much easier to go to sleep with Step Brothers.
So do we do it then? Do we one day do a road trip to the Shining? We're staying in the same fucking room. I'm not staying by myself. I'm not fucking.
Fuck that. We're sleeping in the same bed, man.
Same bed, holding hands. I'm not fucking around. Are you kidding? I am not fucking there. No, there is no
lights on the whole time.
Lights on the entire fucking time. There is no fucking way. Oh my God, no. Ugh. That'd be too much. Jeremy Bienvenu had just finished reading Dune this past week. Know what's happened. I'm going to watch the movie. I also listened to audiobooks of The Shining and Doctor Sleep this week as well. My first time reading King outside of it. And I got to say, I think this guy has a future in writing.
He might.
He's not bad.
We've had his son on the show.
We had a friend of the show.
Who hates us now.
Who hates us because we ripped on Orson Welles.
Orson Welles' finest work is
Unicron.
He was visibly upset. As we were saying that.
He was very, very mad. He's visibly. He's pissed. But, I mean, I get it because imagine how mad we would be as comedians if someone said that Richard Pryor's best work was The Toy. You'd be like, what? What? Fuck you. Like, that's how mad we'd get.
Right, but that's not true. Unlike Unicron being
can we just go ahead and say Galvatron was Leonard Nimoy's finest hour? Can we just go ahead and put that out there?
I think what made that movie so great is you got the 2 best performances from those 2 great actors in that one single film. Their entire careers built up to that point.
If it weren't for Airplane, Ultra Magnus was Robert Stack's finest hour. I'm just going to put that out there too. If it weren't for you know what? Fuck it. Hot Rod was Judd Nelson's finest hour.
Oh, easily. And Eric Idle. That was Eric Idle's finest hour.
Best thing he's ever done was Retgar.
I mean, to get all those performances from those people.
Amazing. You know, I'm still mad at the fucking Retgar and the fucking junk motherfuckers for just laying out on Cup's joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk the news. No, remember, here comes the weather. Don't touch that dial. And then nobody laughs.
Nobody.
He's just trying to bond with these people.
Yeah, they no sell them. They just no sell them.
Okay, whatever. Okay, dude. Yeah, we're gonna.
They just fucking Undertaker the whole thing.
They just yelled. He makes his joke, and they're like, "Ma, we've grown." I'm like, let's just go back to her.
They just no sell the shit out of him.
God, he bombed. I felt so bad for Cup just bombing. And here comes the news. Don't touch that dial. Like they didn't even fake laugh.
Nope. Not even a courtesy chuckle.
They just laid out. That's awful. Fucking assholes. Fuck them. Dicks. I, of course, just finished Cuphead and Metroid Dread and Bowser's Fury and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I went Godfather style, Eddie. I just took out all the games that were on my queue. Just eliminated. God, do you announce the works of Satan? I do. Bam, there goes Metroid Dread. Do you now the works of Satan? Bam, there's Mo Green, Bowser's Fury.
Line them up and mow them down.
Mow them down. Man, can I talk about the ending of Spider-Man Miles Morales, the post-credits? Oh,
don't. I haven't played it yet.
My God. That'll get you to play it.
All right.
You got to play it. That end credit.
I have a PS5 coming for Christmas. So.
That end credit scene, woo! It was interesting. It was interesting. You playing anything? You reading anything?
Currently not right now.
That's all right.
So.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Sorry.
Now we go to the top 5, Eddie. The time of the show where we rank the top 5. Todd Chisholm. I don't know if I can handle a 3-hour James Bond movie right now. Still haven't seen the new Venom. You don't need to.
Nah.
So I'll get back to you on those later. Venom you can skip. Anyway, it's good to have you three back dishing out the funny, especially since it's been a rough month just doing that other bullshit that pretty much put me in a very depressed state. But I'm going to keep on trucking. I thank you guys for coming anytime, brother, making me laugh at this bullshit. At least next week I'll be on vacation in Utah checking out different haunted attractions out there to distract me as well. Keep on fighting the good fight, Jerry. Eddie, I can't wait for the teasers you've been posting about the next cover. Keep on fighting the good fight. Jerry, Eddie, I can't wait for the teasers you've been about the next Cobra Commander.
Oh,
and Cody,
that has been out
doing
for a
what
week
you're
now.
doing, brother. So that's right. So anyways, I'm done rambling because that's your guys' job. LOL. Ramble the fuck on. Todd C, a.k.a. DJ Retod. P.S. Here's what my costume was this year for the 2 weeks I worked. My wife pretty much designed it all except for the mask. The only good thing that came out of the season. And he had an awesome, creepy-ass fucking scarecrow outfit. It was fucking dope looking. Yeah. Nice. So, and again, we will not be rambling next week. No. But hopefully the one after. Hopefully I'll be good. Dustin Jacobs, top 5 new Bond moments. Number 5, the Cuba sequence. Number 4, long opening, beginning to end. I loved it. Number 3, Ana de Armas. This would be higher, but she only got 15 minutes. Her character is great. Rumor is she might be getting a spin-off film, which would be cool.
Yeah, I think she is.
Number 2, the Force fight sequence. Number 1, Bond getting infected in the last act. Trent Unruh, the portraits of all the M's at M16. That was a cute little wink.
That was a cool moment.
Everything with Ana de Armas. The Forest Pursuit, visually stunning. Number 2, I'm a huge On Her Majesty's Secret Service fan and apologist. So when Bond said we have all the time in the world at his death, and then the Louis Armstrong song, we have all the time in the world, from On Her Majesty's Secret Service played. Then at the end, I got to admit I got choked up. And then finally, the Matera chase in the DB5 was fucking epic. That being said, No Time to Die has its issues, but it's still a great movie. For Craig's Bonds, he goes Casino Royale, Skyfall, No Time to Die, Spectre, then Quantum of Solace. I'd love this series and watch them regularly as background noise often. I can't wait to see where the saga goes next. Keep up the good fight, Jerry. Thank you. Eddie, can't wait for Cobra Commander Christmas. And Cody, when are you going to make a trip out to California? All right, Trent Unruh. Graham and Faye, top 5. Sadly, Faye and I have been too tied up with work to go see it, but for my Bond friends who've seen it, apparently it wraps up Daniel Craig's run fairly nicely. I'm still spoiler-free, but I may have to skip this bit of the episode until I get to see it. In the spirit of contribution, here's a good old Ramble rule bender alternate submission. Worst, best Bond girl names. Chew Me, Francois Theory in The Man with the Golden Gun, Holly Goodhead, Louise Childs and Moonraker, Plenty O'Toole, Lana Wood and Diamonds Are Forever, Pussy Galore, Honor Blackman and Goldfinger, and what I'm sure most Ramblers agree is a worst and best Bond. It was a worst name and worst Bond girl ever, Dr. Christmas Jones.
Yeah.
Denise Richards, and that was the worst. The world is not enough. And it goes Next Stop Halloween, of course, before Halloween, but it's a very funny picture of Candyman, but instead it's John Candy with the hook and the cat coat and everything. Stay safe, Ramblers. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg. Hey, Colin Max, not seen the latest Bond, so that's all for me for this week. Take care, everyone. Colin Max. Jeremy Bienvenu. No top 5, as I haven't seen No Time to Die yet. I still got another 20 movies until I get there. No worries, man. Next Ramble, 297. Let's just keep the horror theme going. By the way, open, close, encore for the next Ramble, scary songs. How about that? We'll keep the spooky theme going.
Like then, theme songs of the movies?
No, like the Monster Mash. It was the Monster Mash. You know, that kind of shit. Hotel California, maybe. You know? Open, close, encore with spooky songs. Cry, little sister. Right? That's a good Halloween song from Lost Boys. Come to your brother. And then top 5, next Ramble, we'll do horror movie franchises. Okay. Oh, man. Because some of them hold it together. Some of them fall apart pretty quick.
Some start and stop and start up again. And
yes. Oh, yeah. So let's do our top 5 Bond moments. My number 5 was the surprising, holy shit, Blofeld's dead. Blofeld is just fucking dead right there.
Yeah.
When it just turns out like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, you kind of like when he touched her, her hand, I was like, oh, he's going to kill Blofeld right now.
Right, but I couldn't believe they did it. I was like, wow.
I was like, that was fucking,
that's crazy.
I'm trying to think my top 5. It's been so long since I saw the movie.
I know.
Probably the beginning when he's looking he's at the gravesite with the girl and then the
Eva Green's and then boom.
I was like, holy shit, this movie started. This movie just started.
That was crazy. That was because at first, like, what are they doing with all this? And oh shit,
movie's going now.
My number 4 would be the switcheroo against Spectre when that scientist dude has the gas just kill all of Spectre instead of Bond.
Yeah, that was a great one. My number 4 is probably when he's in the car during the chase right after the explosion, and he turns on and you start seeing the gadgets in the car. I'm like, finally, some Bond gadgets.
Bond, and they go all out. That's my number 3. That's my number 3.
My number 3 is when they kill Spectre.
Oh, man. The switcheroo.
That was a good little switch right there.
Yes. My number 2, the Louis Armstrong song at the end. That was awesome to hear that. To hear Louis Armstrong sing Wave All the Time in the World.
Nice. My number 2 was when Bond got infected.
Oh, that's good.
And then I'm like, okay, well, that's how we get rid of this Bond girl.
Right.
This is how he's never with her.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Because I was the whole time I'm like, okay, is he actually going to get the girl and live happily ever after?
Like,
and then, this is how he can never touch her. That's I see.
Now, are they gonna keep this in the same world and have all the next Bond movies just be the stories she's telling the daughter about him?
I don't know.
Because remember how it ends? It's not going to tell you a story about him, you know?
I mean, maybe is that the stories now? But like,
yeah.
And I'm not an expert on Bond, but are all the films aren't all connected?
Never
are they?
have.
They never have. They're just stories of that character. That character, different stories.
Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't.
They don't have to be connected at all. Yeah.
Right.
My number 1. What else could it be for me? That chase scene in the woods. That was just so great when he's just taking down those dudes in the woods.
Oh, well, I mean, my number 1 is more specific. That is when he lets the car
drops the car on the guy.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was great.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, there we go. Look at that, everybody. Huh? Thank you for your submissions. Remember, Ramble 297. You have 2 weeks. Don't worry. It won't be next Wednesday, but the one after. We will do Who Wears the Hat for the horror movie franchise character, I guess. Open, close, encore, spooky songs, and then top 5 horror film franchises. Yes. There we go. So thank you for tuning in. We love you all. We'll see you next time. You know where to follow us all. Cody, Eddie, and myself go do it. And most likely we'll see you Friday for another Ramble.
Yes.
Radios will record it before I go into surgery. Maybe I should try to do it from surgery.
I think you should do it from there.
I mean,
see if you can hook it up to the whatever camera they put up your ass.
Right. Like, hey, guys.
Here's my asshole.
Here's my asshole. Oh, it'd be perfect. All right. Well, we love you guys. Stay safe. Take care, everybody. Bye.